This is Kazakh village of Jibek district in Almaty region. There is a mound nearby. For an ordinary person, it is hardly interesting. But the experienced eye and special equipment will notice at once that this is a remnant of an ancient giant structures, the result of the tremendous work of thousands of people for several decades, who brought millions of tons of earth here. These are the remains of an ancient aqueduct, designed for the transportation of irrigation water through the lowlands of the fields and crops.
This
is to some extent a unique archaeological site on the territory of Jetysu, Almaty region as a whole. It is the only one known to science, with the exception of the legendary Kanarik. We have written evidence that it existed, that someone once saw it. Why did it originate? It is quite an interesting phenomenon, which only just began to emerge in a series of archaeological sites.
Благодаря разведке последних 3-4 лет выявилась целая серия поселений разных эпох.
The past 3-4 years of explorations revealed a series of settlements from different eras, from the Bronze Age to the Middle Ages and modern times, which, like bunches of grapes on a channel of each river, saturate our region's historical monuments.
Насыщают наш край вот такими историческими памятниками.
A team of scientists is working on documenting the unique object. With the help of special equipment, theodolite geodetic measurements are taken, size, height and length of the monument. Modern quadrocopter is a great help in the work of researchers. Advantages of this device is that it is able to fix the height and latitude and longitude. It has GPS and GLONASS, and in the future it can easily be used for surveying. You can take it in a backpack, go up in remote places, and do photography. In the future, we already clearly see how high with the what parameters this or that photo or video were taken. In ancient times, as it is now in this place, in one of the branches of the Great Silk Road, there was a settlement. According to scientists, the population density of the Jetysu region was high enough, and it was exactly the settled population. Foothill plains were cultivated by exclusive farmers. At the exit of the gorge, economy was already complex. They were herders, artisans and farmers. And this is confirmed by scientific fact. Possibility that northern slopes of the Transili Alatau, Jungaria, were covered with a network of irrigation systems, not only in medieval but in ancient times, is already becoming a fact and is documented. In 2000s, the majority of experts in archaeology recognized this fact, but before it reaches the mass consciousness, to historical science, there is still needed years and years of hard work. The work that we carry out today. It is understood that early man needed water for economic activities. As a response to this need, they developed such irrigation systems. From well-known and described to this date, it is, for example, the well-preserved area of the channel from Uzunkargalı to Uzunagaç. Also conduit and aqueduct on the outskirts of the modern Kazakh village. About the time of their occurrence, scientists still say with a certain degree of caution. You can say something supposedly, but to say something for sure, we need to make appropriate excavations. According to the excavation material, we can already say something more or less approximate regarding dates. So without thinking, we can talk about the time of its creation, somewhere half to 2000 years ago. The overall design of the irrigation system, according to scientists, takes more than 17 kilometers. It began in the mountain gorge Uzunkargalı, where water intake happens, which then through special channels and aqueducts distilled into fields that need watering. The impressive scale and hard work by the inhabitants of this ancient land, the Bronze Age and early Iron Age, when the construction of irrigation systems in the 7 rivers was raised to the level of high art.